And welcome to session 8, the final session of the night. We've got 2 golden ticket finals taking place, and the one that we are streaming features Stewart Douglas and Paul Nicholls. The other group final features Perry Martin and young Beth Reaver, who you saw on the previous stream. They're just busy getting the stickers on. I am one man and his dog here. Keep you up to date on the other group final, just in case my right hand man's listening. He doesn't know what the format was. The format for the UK Open Singles Qualifier. 121 players, 11 golden tickets into the UK Open. That takes place on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's when the top 16 seeds come in. 11 qualifiers, 4 overseas players and 1 sponsor's choice. The format is 2 sets of 7 ends. If it's tied, then it's best of 3 tiebreaker. There's no shot clock. Featured game. They're just busy sorting the stickers out. I don't know why they're worried on about the stickers, because one's yellow balls, the other one's green. It's not as if we're going to get mixed up, but hey ho. Be starting in about 2 or 3 minutes, while I think it's Paul Nicholls who is changing his stickers. Just busy starting the trial ends. Just introduce the two players on the mat. Is Stewart Douglas, aged 41, comes from Bilston. His present indoor club is Bithlothian. Outdoor club is Peebles, and he managed to qualify in the WBT pairs in 2016. He plays with Quantums. His favourite indoor rink is Lincoln. His hobby is fishing. Another favourite food of Indian, and he likes walking his dogs as a bit of relaxation. Up against Stewart is Paul Nicholls. He's come out Kenny Old Trek from Great Yarmouth, age 41. Present indoor club is Nicholls. Currently using Tiger Evos. His favourite indoor drink is Ipswich. His interests are the same as Balti. That's right, running, walking and cycling. And with a bit of mini bike racing as well. His favourite food is curry. And his other interests is movies, GXM, building stuff in the garage and looking after his cars. So like I say, these are two group finals. They'll each get a golden ticket into the main event. The winner of the Stewart and Paul game, our televised one, is Darren Burnett, and the prize for either Perry or Beth is Stuart Anderson. We hope you've enjoyed the balls that were brought you today. I've been here since 9:15 this morning, fetching live balls over 8 sessions. And we will repeat it again tomorrow when we have more groups. Action starts at 8:45. The right hand man, Mr. Bullett's in action. At 8:45 he's taking on Liam McKay. Two lads just going through the trial ends. Just the 2 games on, there's a few people practicing. Overseas practice it's down for. I have to say it's very humid in here at the moment. The heating came on during not the last game, the game before. Can't remember who it was. It's that long ago, and it's very humid indeed. The players have been coming off quite warm. Like I say, we are streaming out live on Facebook and on YouTube. YouTube for the first time. First time we've managed to get them out both together. Any comments and questions, just feel free to slap them either on YouTube or Facebook, and I'll try to jump between the two of them. Just in case people are wondering about the 11 golden tickets in the old days. You probably used to start at 9 o'clock in the morning in a qualifier, playing till about 11 o'clock at night for one place. Today there's already 3 gone, and there's another 2 going in this session, which means we've got 11 qualifiers going up against the big guns, which can only be a good thing. That's just finishing off the trial end. The other game has just started and Perry Martin's got a 1 on the first end. So here we go, final session of the night. And there's an early tactic straight away. Stewart fetching the mat right up the wicket. Jack needs to stop on, and the jack's gone off. So that current plan didn't work. I had to move the camera around to follow up the green. What's the chance of that happening? So here we go. That's better. Decent start from Stewart. Feedback that we've got from the players when they've come from the far side onto the shore rink, they seem to think the shore rink is a little bit quicker. Cracking ball there from Paul. Stewart's probably just gone that yard through, which many players before him have done on the shore rink. Finished the yard short there. And he's just gone through again. This Paul line 3, penalty kick for 4. So we've seen this a few times on this rink. Evening Moore Mosley, nice to see you. To see you, nice. Has he done enough? There's 2 out. There's 3 out. I think Paul's looking at the 4th. And a bit Freddish there around the head. Umpire coming on. And update in the other group final between Perry Martin and Beth Reaver. Beth had a runner on the second end and hit the head. Jack went in the gully, a ball went in the gully and she dropped a 4. So Perry Martin is 5-0 up after 2 ends. Big early measure this one. I've got a feeling it's probably only 3. 3 it is. These two groups started playing about 4:15. Only have to win 4 games max to grab a Willy Wonka ticket. See if I can do a bit of camera work to get us in a bit nearer. Our grid start again by Paul. Better change that colour for Paul, because my right hand man will be saying they're in green, man. Another good ball. Still 2 to Paul. Is he going to be tempted to change? I don't know if any of you listened to our preview show, and I did predict that the qualifier would win in the event. There's Paul on the naughty step, standing behind the head. Stewart played a little bit of a runner. Good evening, Mr. Magadoo. Oh, I've actually got my second wind, mate. I've had a couple of Werthers, 16 cappuccinos. If you ask us the same question about Wednesday, I might give you a good answer. Paul putting the cover in. And the Stewart will come down the forehand again. He's coming down again. He's not shy and he's putting decent weight. I don't know whether he's going to get out. No. Two to Paul. It's the kind of start that you want in a 7-end contest. Already settled on a length. News in the other game, Perry Martin now 6-0 up after 3, and he's lying a couple, I think. I just kind of see because the advertising hoarding's just cutting a bit of the head away. Another good start. Perry's gone 8-0 up against Young Beth. Well, Young Beth did lose our previous first set. Thanks for the kind words, Mr. Gill, top man. Just pleased everything's running smoothly for you. All feedback is good, mate. You'll be pleased to know from the players on the new format, the new opportunity to get into a major event. As Peter Kay would say, it's the new garlic bread. Decent ball there from Stewart. Evening, Keith. Truffle time. I don't know whether I'm about my 8th cappuccino, mate. Stewart just need to drop a length here. Is he going to sneak in? No. All I'll say, Keith, Mr. Keith Avery, is just see how many shot predictions I get wrong. My right hand man's not here. I've got an empty chair. I'm Norman No Mates. Talking to myself. Empty house.
Very close to second best. See, Perry's to the left there. How far short is that? This one? Yeah. 14 inches.
Well, Paul one down. He's got probably 2 feet to beat. Looks a bit shy. seconds for Stewart to get on them. To get on them the card. Going wide. If your dead length it comes, it dives in at the end. Just overplayed it. Just the one. Stewart on the card. We move into the fourth end. Stewart took the mat up again. And he's done the first part, kept the jack on. Keith, you said it, mate. We know who's the bad predictor in there out of the duo. A cracking start. An absolutely tremendous start. Come on, are you?
Don't keep me up.
I'm joined by the man himself, JP Parkinson. Well done, son. Day's gone well. I know you're braid out. You're cream crackered.
It's got to be midnight by now.
Well, I think in the olden days it probably would have been midnight, mate.
Oh dear. No, it's gone really well actually.
Well, it does. I mean,
the first one. Club have been fantastic.
The feedback that you're getting from the players on the format, it's just tremendous.
That's good.
Like I say, Peter Kay used to say it's the new garlic bread, the new format, mate.
It's the future.
It's the future. It is the future.
Been some really good games. I've noticed. I've been like whizzing around, but the games I've watched has been quite high standard, and I think that's not only obviously the players' standard.
Yeah.
I think it's testament to the green itself.
Yeah.
You know, people always talk about Stanley, don't they? And many bowls questions when they say, you know, where's your
favourite green?
Green,
That's
yeah.
right.
Stanley, and it just shows you how good this surface is.
But when you think, they say they generally say, oh, the old Stanley carpet, but the new Stanley carpet now as well, isn't it? It's not like.
It's not slow by any means. I think it's
No,
18 seconds, isn't it?
What I've noticed is when they come from the far side of the green onto the show rink, just going to hang off, they seem to scratch around for the first few ends because it seems a bit quicker.
I'd say you like shot carry. It's quite close, but your favourite.
Decent 9.
Big swing on this show rink.
If you get dead lengths, mate, it absolutely teams in. Anything over, just a little bit lazy. The runners are difficult. I mean, I was talking to Brett, and Brett says that the runners are tricky.
Well, just play the pace I played, play straight
Well,
down.
you know what it is. We watched you, we watched you play, and I said, well, he hasn't had any lager. I says he would have ran at that. If he'd had a couple of lagers, that jack would have been in the lights.
You know, I've been so focused on today, obviously getting it all together with Gordon and Anne over there, we're whizzing around. And then obviously we got here at 7 o'clock this morning, and then 10.5 hours later, Anne said, "Are you not getting changed?" I said, "What for?" She said, "You're playing in 10 minutes." Thank God.
Yeah, and what people forget, mate, is that you were at work till 2 o'clock yesterday, weren't you?
In the morning, yeah.
So,
Up to Lockerbie and back.
and then you're up here setting up. One to Paul,
Yep, another one.
6-1.
It's played well today, Paul.
Yes. We go on to the.
And of course, we've got, you know, some of the overseas players with us as well. There's one on the green at the moment from Canada, Armin Stoll.
must have been preempting an end there. Going to end 5 unless I had this at 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it is right, I must have had an extra end.
Come on.
Bolt, you'll have a
Oh,
field,
he's killing himself
he'll have
now.
a field day, mate. He'll have a field day.
Oh, you don't want to be reading them.
Oh, I love we love reading these. We do. Yeah, Keith, I will get more shot predictions right. Roy Steele's can you go to the National Championships tonight up the shortest feet screen? Well,
You got to pay for that one.
leave that alone. Leave that alone.
I thought.
If the money goes back into the game, fair dues. They're trying something. But it'll be interesting to see what update they've got. Yeah, you're getting the pat on the back, mate, for all the fantastic work that you do.
Well, it's a massive team operation. Obviously, I know.
Yeah,
I seem to get the praise. 'Cause I think maybe because I do too much talking. But yeah, there's a massive team behind us here. You know, there's Gordon Woods here and Andon Woody.
Yeah.
2 of the other members arrive in the next couple of days as well.
The good life.
People asked for something a bit different, so we decided, well, perhaps it's actually time to actually try it.
Bite the bullet, that's
You know,
right.
if we fall flat on our face, then at least we've tried something a bit different.
Yeah.
I don't think my feet are saying that.
Feet tugs a bark a bit.
I can tell I'm getting old.
I got wrong for Davey because I haven't had my shoes on all shift.
I thought the kitchen had shut. Oh, Jesus, I'm past this. Well, he just needs to reach onto that bowl, doesn't he? If he's underneath, he can just turn his own bowl over a couple of times. 6-1, doesn't want to do anything silly.
Oh, he's gone a bit quicker, mate.
He's playing safe pace, so even if he does get to his own, he's not going to be going too far away. He's
Needs to get a grab. Stewart's playing with quantums, mate. Are them big swingers or are they?
No, straight.
All right. Are they straighter than the Optas
No.
or Optinas or something?
Optimas.
Optimas, that's it.
No, I think you have. I'm not a massive fan of. I think you have the Sonic, which is a very strong one. A Groove underneath that.
Right.
Then you have a Optima. Sorry, Quantum. Then an Optima. The Optimas are really for the surfaces like what you find in Australia.
He's gone back to the draw. Just needs to run with this.
Doesn't look too far, does he?
He's not bad at
I
all.
think he's
mate.
alright,
Yeah,
yes.
he's
He
bought
wants to
an
touch on the
absolute-
jack solid. Wants to go with it solid
He's
now.
going to be unlucky. Oh. If it's close, you want to get a chock on that ball because that's looking a bit precarious. Change his hand. Will he get down?
Nope.
Oh. Got to grab a bit. He's one down now.
Yeah, well, sometimes when you're just in a little bit of trouble, it forces you to play that kind of like, not a silly shot, is it? You know, the shot was obviously there. Had the score, been slightly nearer, that shot probably wouldn't have looked as appetising.
Yeah.
And it'd have played maybe something a bit safer. But if you don't take the chances sometimes, then you don't get the reward.
Well, that's right. Shy Band's getting out, mate, as the North East saying goes.
Stop burning yourself.
Just let you know that Perry Martin took the first set in that of the semi-final, or the group final, I should say.
That one.
22 on the stamp. That's what you said yesterday. 22. No, he's got a 20 on it. I thought you said.
So we're going to the sixth end. Paul 7-1 up.
Aye, aye. That'd be ball. Yeah.
Great reply from Stewart. Now, if Mr. Bolt was sitting next to us, he'd be on about game management on this now.
Oh, he loves his game
He
management,
loves his
doesn't he,
game
David?
management, 7 ends.
Shame he
Seven-
can't manage his
7-1.
dinner plate as well.
Dinner plate. Hope you have to tell if he's listening, because he'd be straight on it. Yeah.
Boss is on.
He'll have choked on his pot noodle.
It's good to see the viewing figures as well. I've been keeping an eye on them, obviously, because being something a bit new, you know, streaming only, we're very, very keen just to keep the eye on the figures, especially because obviously the advertising boards and things
Yeah.
like that supporting the sponsors as well. And, you know, I'd just like to thank you all for tuning in. I know sometimes people have to dip in and dip out, don't they, through having to work.
Yeah,
or
I think they
anything
do,
or
mate.
something.
Yeah.
You know, we are providing, what is it, 8 days of bowls again?
Yeah.
Full days of bowls as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, we do have overseas players in this event starting Thursday. First game on, Simon Skelton against Neil.
So have you actually got the timetable for your Thursday games, or?
Yes, for the
Yeah.
show, for the show
the-
show rinks
for
on
the
the
show
World Bowls
rinks,
Tour. Yeah.
yeah.
The sessions for the first 2 days are 10, 1, 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. And then the final day, which is Saturday, you got the first semi-final at 1. Sorry, the first semi-final is at 10, second one at 1 o'clock. Then we have to give them a little bit of break, so we have a bit of an exhibition game for charity, and then we'll have the final starting around about 3:30, maybe 4 o'clock-ish.
Well, I just hope you get a few people through the door, mate. I mean, it's been reasonably well supported down
Yes.
the bottom end. They obviously they've preferred to watch from that side rather than coming to the stand.
Yeah, you know, I'd say we've had the normal numbers for a PBA qualifier, and bear in mind they're normally weekends.
My giddy hand, son.
First set to Phil.
I don't know what to say with that one, mate. It's whether it's a frustration or.
I think he's trying to take the two green bowls away there to leave himself a 3, just off target.
Is that the set?
Yep, his first set gone.
First set gone.
Just clear his head now. Just needs to play himself back
Yeah,
into the second
yeah.
set, doesn't he? Clear your head. Forget about that first one. It's gone.
I know what Dave you'd be saying on that one, mind you. Why lash like that when you lose your pace?
He'll be bringing out his own book soon, won't he?
He will, mate. He will.
Won't he?
Aye.
David Bolt. What a
Bolt.
load of old balls. Was it why balls?
Why
Whatever that
why
question was.
why
Oh,
balls are balls, wasn't it?
yeah, I think he had 4 goals. We got everyone wrong. Hey ho.
Yeah, well, lucky I was having to listen to them straight off it. I was taping it. I had to edit it.
He's playing some good consistent stuff here with Phillies.
He's played this ditch hand well, mate. He's probably played it as well as anybody has today. saying that.
Just under it, yeah.
That's right. Harry Martin 1 up after one end in the second set against Young Beth. Who I thought she was tremendous again, Young Beth. She was a great, I mean, considering she was only 18, I thought she was...
Well, it was only back in October when we held the World Qualifiers here. I think Beth lost in the semi-final, didn't she?
She did, yes.
So she's gone one better. And this is something else we tried differently. 1 day, 5 qualifiers out of 1 day.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I think it's
fantastic.
yeah. Would you repeat it, mate, or... I know I did get asked a question which I'm going to ask you.
No.
That is,
I hope it's on sport.
what, no, yeah. Lasagna, did you put it in for gas mark 5? No, I'm only kidding. I think somebody asked, will you be repeating like sort of the Scottish Open? Is that the plans? And the
Well, we're
Welsh?
certainly in talks with people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the plan definitely is to have 3 by the end of this calendar year.
Would you run it like this, the way you've run this
Well,
one?
that'll
or
be
is
a
that-
decision we'll have to do. You know, at the end of this tournament, we'll go back as a board. We'll look at the comments
See
received.
the feedback,
You know,
yeah, mate.
not just all the good ones. The good ones are the
No,
easiest
no,
ones to take on.
that's
It's the
right,
bad ones that you've
yeah.
got to
I
deal
mean,
with.
The comments that we're getting today, there's nobody come on and slagged it off.
Yeah.
There's nobody come on and said it's a bad idea.
And I don't mind, you know, it's like you said, the word is, like you just said, slagged it off. You know, you see it not just in bowls, you see it all over the place. It doesn't benefit anybody, does it?
No,
It
no.
can be constructive.
Yeah.
We'll take it on board, you know, and we'll discuss it as a board. You know, there's 6 of us, not just a couple of us.
I think if you pull something to bits, come forward with another option, you know.
Running the event isn't the issue. That's not the issue at all. We can, we've done this. Yes, it's been a lot of sleepless nights, but we can pull it off. You know, it's the sponsorship that we need to deal with. You know,
and people think that you can just pull sponsorship out of fresh air.
Yes,
I'm sorry, but it.
Exactly. But we are trying. Yeah, definitely trying.
Yeah, I mean, funeral care, care homes, and all that. Yeah, take the money, mate. If they offer it, if they're well enough to.
I think the key. I think my personal opinion on it. Obviously, we have the Worlds. We have this one now. We have Scotland. If we can get that back, is to if you can get another 3 of these, maybe if you get the players buy-in, and you can get say, okay, we'll stick by it because players have to take time off work. You know, we're not silly.
Yeah.
You know, we understand that people have to take time off work,
Yeah.
which is why this helps a little bit because it's just the 2 days at the week and one a weekend if you don't work weekends. It's the case of just sponsoring. If we can get 2 big events and let's say 4 of these little ones, so people out there keep seeing the brand, if you wish.
Yeah.
World Bowls Tour,
Yeah.
getting bigger and bigger. We mean business. That is when people are going to start slightly maybe coming to you and offering you a little bit more money.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that's a question for you, mate, on the old Facebook one for you, which I think you can answer pretty. I'm sure you've answered. I'm sure I've heard that answer
yeah,
before.
we have that on one of the Zoom calls. Very good question. So we really needed to run a second event before the indoor season finished. We only decided that at the World Championships. That leaves April.
Yeah.
April is very, very heavily compact with not just the IBA national finals, it's the Scottish. What we did was we tried to pick the 3 days that caused the minimum amount of confusion or minimum amount of clashes, because what we don't want to do, even though we're nothing to do with the IBA, we're still bowls, what we didn't want to do is to have to go to a player and say, you choose, you either play in the EIBA singles final or you play to win a WBT. So yeah, it's not ideal,
No.
but that is the genuine reason. Yeah, thanks for the question, David. And I've said this a million times. I think you said it on the podcast, Richie. Bowls calendars. You just take the British Isles.
Yeah.
The clashes. You're trying to get so many games played, and then you've got the other countries playing into certain things like the WIBC. We have our own PBA. There's the OSC. How on earth are you going to run? If you don't have clashes, then you're going to have bare amount of competitions, I think.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very, very fine line.
was a question on what do we think about the extreme. Is it extreme?
Oh, so
extreme
what I'd like to do,
grips?
I'm going to park that. Let's just park that. All I'll
Right.
say is when we start with the main event on Thursday, there's a good 90-second video about the extreme grip
All right.
done by Taylor Bowles,
Right.
starring Tomo, Andy Thompson.
Right.
Yeah, so there's a good detailed understanding of what is put on the ball for. I think, because I suffer myself as a man, I've got quite a small hand for a man, especially outdoor. You can, they always say try and play with the biggest ball you can manage. Indoor, that's fine. When you're outside and it's freezing cold in April and it's absolutely lashing it down,
Yeah.
you know, a deeper grip.
Kind of keep hold of
Yeah, a
it.
deeper grip just allows you to play with that slightly bigger ball, but it doesn't feel bigger in your hand.
Aye.
And it's, you know, there's quite a few manufacturers now. They all have their own little name for it, don't they? But yeah, there's a video coming out for that one.
Oh, keep
Starting
your eyes
Thursday.
peeled.
It's like masterminds.
It is right.
Fastest
It
finger
is,
first.
yeah.
Steady on, guys. That's 9.
I've started, so I'll finish.
I'm definitely finished.
Stewart might be lying too, mate. I can't tell how far that was the short ball.
Yeah, that 12-inch, isn't it?
Well, he's on a line. His pace doesn't look bad at all here. Just little zoom in at the end.
Yeah,
Dead length. Terrific ball. Well played.
it's better on the other hand to me. Yeah.
To be honest, I think the pace is
Just rummage between the two balls.
uncanny pace.
Gets the jack for a pair.
Just kind of he's kicking about. Needs to get a result off the grit and the follow through.
Yeah,
he's
good
played it.
percentage bowl. Good percentage bowl. He had the jack clean. He played the pace where he was coming off a ball. He wasn't losing that ball. It stayed in the head, touched the jack. May have made 2.
Even though Paul's knee was in the way. Bit of a better angle there to see.
Yeah, and good with these gadgets.
You know what it is? It's like driving a bus this at the minute, mate. I've only had two black screens on. I'll tell you. Well, he's having a little tunnel. Needs a result.
Touch on the jack. He may still be 1 down.
Has he got it? Go on to that angle.
Another full day again for you tomorrow, Richie.
Yes, mate, yes. Another 9:15 kick-off.
Got four finals tomorrow. 2 in the afternoon, 2 at 9 o'clock again. And then a shorter day.
Shorter day.
Get Wednesday off, Wednesday night off, yeah.
Yeah.
Shorter day Wednesday with just the two groups playing. There's slightly bigger groups. Heavily packed groups
Group
as
of
well.
death, mate.
Yeah,
They've called
yeah,
that one the
heavily
group
packed
of death
groups,
when we've done our little preview show.
I'm also going to try some of the music. The people have been asking for some music as well, so we're going to
Have you got
try
your-
some of the music out tomorrow.
Have you got your royalty free music?
Yeah, do you know something? When it was suggested, it sounds nice and easy. So, you know, obviously, people are going about the music for ages. We have different laws in this country where you've got to pay, a set fee, and it was astronomical when I asked about it. I couldn't believe it. But there's a certain service you can use where you have this unlicensed music. It's nothing like I could do or anything,
No,
you know,
no.
but it's got a beat.
Yeah.
It takes away this sale atmosphere,
Yeah.
and it's proven by Facebook and YouTube. So we're going to try it tomorrow.
All right.
You shouldn't get cut off, Richie. If I see you throwing your arms in the air, I know you have been cut off.
If you hear I'm stomping over towards you.
Yeah. And I'll tell you something, just for a few hours of music, it's taken weeks. It's been unbelievable.
Well, it's like you said, it's something to try, mate.
Well, there's a quick question. The one in the bracket next to Paul's name is the first set to Paul. So he's leading 1 set.
Well spotted me because I didn't know I did that.
It wasn't me, it's Ian. Ian's listening in there.
It's made it no easier. The score in the other group final, Beth's making a bit of a comeback. It's only 4-3 down after 4 ends. Perry Mason, a bit of a detective. Perry Martin took the first set.
Dear me.
How far short is the shot ball? About 19 inches.
He's a run. I think he'll the way the hand finishes, he'll run through.
Well, if we can just get round the back of this.
Want to get a result off the yellow, mate? No. Well, I think if Stewart's got a couple of seconds, he might have a little dabble down here, mate. He's played it down the forehand. Needs to get lucky. Aye. Paul Lyon one. I don't know whether have you seen Paul's delivery? He's one of these bowlers.
Quite compact.
Very small step forward. If
Well, mine was terrible today.
I reckon
2 bounces today, me.
I reckon he must be only moving his foot about 2 inches. To be honest, if I did that, I'd be tripping over. Yeah, well played, sir. 2 out.
Yeah, as long as it works.
Yeah.
There is technically, if you look at coaching and look at actually how a delivery works, there is actually a perfect delivery technique. However, as long as your delivery is consistent,
Yeah.
try and get as smooth as you can and as consistent, and that comes with practice. Like, I fell short of not being able to play bowls today. I thought I played all right. I bet my deliveries, because I just played back in Belfast, 2 games in Belfast, 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then before that was weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Today, oh God, I thought I had glue on my hand at one point.
Yeah. Well, young Beth has turned that game around. Just 5-4 up now after 5. Remember, Perry took the first set.
Yeah, Perry will be keen to get these ranking points because he's obviously just floating by just outside of the ranking list.
Is there a new ranking list out yet?
We have a provisional one, yeah. So for the World Bowls Tour, we have ours. Most provisionalists finish at the end of the World Championships. In our rules, we have it at the end of the season, which is obviously April. Now we've got this event here. The ranking list will close for this year at the end of this event. We have a provisional, obviously, at the end of each tournament. At the end of each round, we actually update people's points. I know it's just.
And at the end of the is everybody on the same ranking list? Your top 16 and your PBAs, everybody on the same list?
The world ranking list, every PBA member is on a world ranking list.
Right.
We have a separate a separate PBA membership for things like qualifiers and things like that, because you have to have it So I'm looking at the provisional ones.
So if somebody does well in here, would they have a chance to get in the top 16 or?
Yes, yeah, definitely. A couple of people just sat outside. Well, David Bolt's at 22, isn't he, at the moment? Provisionally ranked 22. Each qualifier.
Because I think, did Darren Burnett drop out?
Yeah, so Darren's provisionally, obviously at the end of the season, will be 17. So it's important for Darren to have a good run in this. For this event, well, anything other than the Worlds.
Yeah.
If you're qualifying, you qualify, you get 5 points. Then for the first round, if you win that, you get 10 points. And for every round after that, you get 5. For the World Championships, it's 10 per round.
Front poles, how far short are the front ones, roughly? This one? Okay.
Yeah, so David Bolt is at 22 provisionally, and Perry's at 26.
To a different angle.
Has
See,
he
there's
reached?
Paul standing in the way.
Not reached.
He needs to run.
See how quickly, see how I whispered that?
It is, mate.
Not reached.
Not reached.
If he comes jumping over here,
Comes over as
I'm
well.
gone.
He'd give you a Will Smith moment.
Ooh, that is a good question. Do you think players will play better using their own bowls rather than using the set of players? Personally, I don't think it's the bowls. I think it's the rink. It's very alien. A tiger's a tiger, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
An arrow's an arrow.
Tiger too,
Yeah,
isn't it?
they're almost.
Yeah.
I know there's a slight difference due to the density of the resin colours. Yeah, but personally, I think it's the rink. I used to quite like seeing the top players play at Blackpool on that rink too, because they could play a variety of shots, and I'm quite looking forward to seeing them, playing on this surface as well. But yeah.
Well, Stewart, you're in a bit of bother here, son. I think this bit. Well, he's playing a brave shot. He's wide enough if he's up. Looks shy. Oh dear.
That probably just cost him no match, I think.
Three, I think.
3.
Paul's looking for 4, mind you.
4, is it?
Yeah.
I'd be disappointed with that because
Yeah.
3s and 4s, they always look the same on a scorecard, but
Yeah.
quite a lot of room there, wasn't there, on a good hand.
It's one of them ends that just keep building up, and then you get yourself in a wall, and
Yep.
it looks easy.
It's funny, isn't it? You can be playing so well, you've been playing 80% of your game, consistently for a game, and all of a sudden you'll have 2 ends where you can't get a ball within 4 feet.
That's right.
You just think, what on
Yeah.
earth's changed?
Yeah. Perry Martin's 6-5 up against Beth going into the last end, so Beth needs a 2 to keep the contest going.
I was going to go and quickly finish my job.
You're going
Thanks for
to
today,
yours.
Richie.
Thank you very much, mate.
I'll leave you to say goodbye. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
And that was a 4 to Paul. It was 6-3 up. Three up. We're going to the 5th end. It's always nice to get Jason on. He doesn't mind answering a few questions. Keep my eye on that final end between Beth and Perry. At this minute, the shot ball's about maybe to go 2 feet short. Perry has just drawn the shot. It's just toddled through about 6 inches. Well played, Paul. He has played this ditch hand well. Stewart just overplayed it. Beth's just watching Beth back on the match, is having a little of a toddle down it. Oh, wow, what a ball. Oh, what a ball. She managed to kill it. Jack's gone out the side. I think our ball will be close to the spot. I think she's lying one. Perry's, they've got a ball each to come. Stewart sticking with this ditch hand, just needs to run, but I think he'll go down with the washing. Just looking over at yep, Perry's due the shot. Beth's last ball, so he needs a 2. She'll need to probably needs to get a grab of Perry's ball and stop in the head. It's going to be all the pace that she's got to play here. I would fancy Paul to stick a backing in. He's gone wider. Just watching Beth. Oh, she doesn't like it. And Perry seals the deal with a straight set win. Meanwhile, Stewart's having a runner down his forehand. Paul's in the way. He's took one out.
Keep the one out.
Will be one close for 2. So our 4th qualifier of the day is Perry Martin, and Perry will play Stewart Anderson in the main event. And in the remaining game, Paul Nicholls definitely in the box seat. 7-3 up, going into N6. He won the first set, so Stewart will need to conjure up 5 shots over these last 2 ends. Just like to thank everybody that's watch the stream today. 8 sessions of top quality balls. Everybody's loved the format. We are back tomorrow at 8:45. There's a full session on. That's 6 games on. I'll run through the games for you in a second. Julie Pitt, I'm not sure when Perry's playing Stewart. Anderson, I haven't managed to see the draw off Jason yet. I will stick a reply on when I find out. It's obviously it's either Thursday, and there we go. Thanks, Tom. There's always somebody in the know. Cracking ball here from Stewart. Oh, well played, sir. Just drifted out. The winner of this one will play Darren Burnett. Martin's just confirmed it for you, Julie. Thursday at 1 o'clock. Stewart just took the neck out of it. You need a 2 here at least. A 2 will leave him looking for a 3, the last end. The games tomorrow at 8:45. We've got Darren Cooper playing Carla Banks, Paul Wallace playing Chloe Thompson, Callum Bank playing Jackie Henderson, Ruari Taylor playing Daniel Poole, Christopher Ritchie playing Graham Robinson, and my right hand man Davy Board playing Liam McKay. I'm led to believe that's on the televised ring. Paul debating what to do here. Yeah, I would be tempted to swap my hand and just split them 3 yellows up. Yep, there we go. He must be listening to us. Nope, hold on. Yep, he is listening to us. Just needs to run. Well, he's cut them 2 over there. I think Stewart will have a right old run at this. It's all or nothing. I think he'll be looking to get the jack on that far spot. Well, he's played positive at it. Kind of see it, folks, but he has played positive. He needs to get a result. He's gone down, and if that's 1 to Paul, that'll be shaking hands time. Umpire's coming on. Thanks, Tom Weir. Thanks for the compliment. Really enjoyed it. Again, a thanks from me and Davey for letting us do the streaming. And to listen to us witter on. to be honest, even if it's my calculations are right, even if it's a 1 to Stewart, that's game over, because Paul won the first set. Stewart would need a 2 to keep this game alive. Even a 1 to no, I tell a lie, he'll go to 4. I'm talking out of me backside. Yeah, 1 to Paul. And congratulations to Paul Nicholls. He secures the 5th golden ticket of the evening with the straight sets win. He will now play Durham on Thursday at 4 p.m. Well, we hope you've enjoyed the stream, folks. We've been here since 8:45. The time now is 5 to 10. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the kind words. We'll be back again at 8:45 in the morning. Mr. Bolt will be trying to entertain us. Thanks everybody. Have a lovely evening, what's left of it, and we'll catch you up tomorrow.